Watching you was such a thrill. All that I could do was laugh. I couldn't hold.
I've only been here like 5 minutes and already there's so many cool vans and things and so much to look at. It's such an interesting campsite. There's a lot of military stuff as well, so that's going to be good to have a little nosy around. Oh yeah, there's so much stuff to look at.
Saddle on his back. I never felt so free before. All that I could do was laugh. I couldn't hold it back. I couldn't hold it.
Welcome back to Above and Beyond, and we are at the Goodwood Revival 2023.
This is our first time to the Revival. We've been to the Festival of Speed a
Yep.
number of times.
And we've done the members meeting as well, but we've never done the Revival, so we are properly excited. We arrived at about 4 p.m, 5 p.m, something like that, about 5 p.m by the time we
Today's
got
the
in.
Friday.
Yeah. And we've got Friday night, we're going to the show tomorrow, Saturday, and then we've got Saturday night to stay here. But it's already an amazing atmosphere. You can hear in the background there's still racing. It's, what, 7:30 now?
Yeah, right, I suppose, aren't they?
And it's a proper, like, racing at dawn kind of race. So they've got the headlights on. You can just about make them out from, if you stand on the step by the side of the van. But, yeah, it's incredible.
Such a great atmosphere already. We've seen a lot of people going into the show for the evening. We haven't obviously got tickets for tonight, so we can't. And also we've got young children. What were we thinking? But we are so excited about tomorrow. We're going to get all dressed up.
Yes.
We're going to have a great day.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to take you with us.
We've just had some dinner and we're going to get ready for bed, ready for an early start. So we shall catch you in the morning.
From our head to toes, we are standing in the open.
This is one of the things I always say about camping is the fact that you get to see the sunset, because when you're stuck in your house you don't ever see a sunset, but as soon as you're camping you're always outside and you always get to see sunset. It's gorgeous.
We were swimming with the silver moon.
What an incredible way to start your morning, seeing two Spitfires flying over the top. And I think it really gave us both like all the feels. It absolutely did. And I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because it's two Spitfires exactly the same. And I don't think I've ever seen two Spitfires flying together either, but two very, very similar Spitfires. So it looks genuinely like what it would do back in the war times. And so, yeah, what an incredible way to start the day. Right, time to get ready in the camper van. Well, I don't think the weather could be any better today. It's absolutely incredible. We're here on the Saturday of the Goodwood Revival and it's absolutely gorgeous. The weather is incredible. Lord March must have paid someone very well to make sure that the weather was going to be this nice. So we're here just exploring the event. We're going to have a great day. We've brought both of the kids with us. We're obviously camping. Let's just go explore what it's got to offer.
So this whole row here are all Ferrari 250s, worth an absolute fortune. But you wouldn't know it when they're thrashing them around the circuit, getting so close to each other. It's amazing, absolutely incredible. Look at the snake eyes on front of the Cobra. Imagine that in your rearview mirror chasing you down. That's the ultimate Ferrari 250 GTO. I think the last one of those sold for about something like 30, 35, maybe even higher, million.
So incredibly, you can get a real tattoo here at Goodwood. You unfortunately have to pre-book, so we didn't manage to pre-book in time, otherwise we probably would have done it. However, we did get some temporary tattoos in the meantime, but they have an actual tattoo studio here. It's incredible. There's an absolutely stunning vintage square here that they've built. I mean, none of this is here the rest of the year, so they actually build up all of these shops and all sorts of things that go with it. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, the attention to detail is amazing, but it's so cool. So over the road from the track there is also another huge area, and this has got like a fairground in and lots more shops and ice cream and lots of food options as well. There's tons over here. I just can't believe how big this is. Yeah, that ride was absolutely awful. Harvey enjoyed himself though, but my goodness, it was very tight corners, that train. Felt like being on a waltzer, which, talking of which, they do have the waltzers here. Is anyone absolutely fascinated by the people who manage to ride on the waltzers and go up and down, up and down, up and down, spinning the chairs? How do they learn how to do that? When do they learn that? are camped about here, and we're right next to the track here. So we found an epic spot to just hang out for the rest of the afternoon, just in the shade here. So we can watch the races. We've been watching the Porsches, we're now watching the GT40s. It has been such an awesome day. And what a race to finish on with the GT40s. It's going to be brilliant. I'm very excited about this one.
We made it, we survived.
Wow.
30 odd degrees heat, but we survived.
Oh, it's been brutally hot, but why do we always do the extremes of weather?
I know. Oh, little one's crying.
Hang on. Now, to be fair to the kids, they've both done really
have.
well.
They
And
have
we're
done really
here
well.
past 7, aren't we? So we've stayed the whole day. So
I'm getting distracted because there's an aeroplane about to land on our head.
whose head? Your head on my head?
Over there.
Oh gosh, hang on.
Do you see the aeroplane, Harvey? That's because the Spitfire, that was the Spitfire Academy, so that's something to do with the Spitfire. So,
Maybe they're checking the weather.
yeah, maybe.
But we're going to head back to the campsite now so that we can watch the Spitfire from the campsite.
Yes, yeah, I think there's a Spitfire doing its final patrol of the day, so that would be quite cool to see. But what an epic day it has been.
That was lucky. We've just come in through gate 10, which is just there, really close. And then the campsite's right here. So that was really close, really short walk back to the campsite. Look at the black smoke from the exhaust of this bus. Oh my goodness. Sorry?
Starlink on the back.
Starlink, oh yeah.
It's even got awnings for each window.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure just said it's got awnings for each window. That's mad.
I tell you what, you could do a whole series of videos on sights on site in this campsite. There is so much interesting stuff. But yeah,
I'd love to go and have a nosy, like be just knocking on doors.
I want to look inside
here.
that Provost thing that you've just filmed. That looks amazing.
It's crazy.
I won't get close to your heartache if you won't open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding, whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now, here by your side. So let it all.
It's like the before and after, the aftermath.
It's all going wrong.
Nice sunset though in the
Goodness.
reflection. Look at that.
Yeah, but I don't think it's helping my look.
No, maybe not. Here comes the Spitfires again.
Let it all out on me.
Right over there.
stood here like waving away, and they're like, "Who's that crazy lady down there?"
Yeah. That might make them crash.
Yeah. Ooh, don't want that.
So let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking, 'cause you're holding it back. Baby, you'll make up your mind now. I'm here by your side. Let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me.
Right, well, we've had a bit of downtime this morning after what was a very, very full-on and immersive event yesterday. I just wanted to sort of take a wander around the site, see what sites there are, and also just explain really what went on yesterday, because it's pretty full-on. Like I say, it's really immersive. It's the most immersive event that Goodwood do, and probably one of the most immersive shows in the world, I would say. All the buildings are all done out in 50s style, 40s, 50s style, and even just things like when you see the military vehicles parked up at the side, you can even see that the characters almost on top are all really playing the part. It really does look like downtime in the military. Incidentally, I did a bit of Googling this morning to see how much a helicopter transfer is into the Revival, and just the landing fees alone are about 700 quid or something. So I think from London into the Revival is about two and a half grand for a helicopter transfer. But if you split that between 4 of you, yeah, I think we'll stick to driving. Now, obviously, it was really hot for us yesterday. It was a heat wave here in the UK, and it's pretty similar to if it's raining, really. You're constantly looking for shelter to get out of the sun, but it just brought so many people out, and everyone was wearing the correct period clothing, whereas I suppose if it's raining, people have all got jackets on, haven't they? Well, this is quite cool. Very cool Mini. Like I said yesterday, Sights on Site is could be a whole series here. There's tons of incredible stuff. Now, there's actually quite a few people packing up today. I think people generally pack up their tents, go into the show, and then they can depart sort of straight away after the show. You can stay the night again tonight, so you're not forced to do that. Like I said, you really do need the full 3 days, I think, to see it all. There's whole areas over not far from the pit lane that we just missed just because we just ran out of time. I think before we came, I wasn't quite aware that there was all the stuff that's in an area called Over the Road, which is the main road that comes into the circuit. That's where all that fairground was that was over the road there, and that's on, I think, until about 11 o'clock at night. So it would have been cool to have experienced that, but obviously with 2 young kids it's not the easiest to do that. Oh, there's a nice old Porsche here. Now, obviously the main event is the racing, and if you're into historic racing, I don't think there's anything quite as good as the Revival. It's absolutely incredible. The racing is so close. They really push these multi-million-pound cars to the limit, and yeah, I think they're often driven by, well, proper racing drivers, and the actual owners of the car must just sit there like that, But it's amazing that the owners allow that to happen. It's so cool to see. I don't know if you can make it out in the distance. There's a couple of old Land Rovers, well, Jeeps and a Land Rover. And there's loads of those coming and going, just taking people from the campsite into the event. And there are a few times where there's huge military trucks going past us in the campsite saying, "Do you want a lift?" So it's really cool to see. Now, we've been really lucky that we've done the Festival of Speed a couple of times, and we've done the members meeting as well, which is basically a smaller version of the Revival, but the Revival is definitely the most immersive and most sort of true to Goodwood style event. It was really incredible seeing everyone in the clothing. I'm not entirely sure that's supposed to be like that. I think probably the most ideal way to do the trip would be to maybe come here on the Friday and spend all the time not even attempting to try and see some of the racing, just spend time exploring the whole event. You know, the shops, they've got like the Earl's Court Motor Show. They had the Sky TV studios this year, all that kind of stuff. Just go exploring all that and taking in the atmosphere, and then maybe use the Saturday to watch some of the racing. Or again, you could use the Saturday again for exploring like the fairground area. You could probably use the Saturday to explore around the paddock and look at all the cars static in the garage has been worked on, and then Sunday have grandstand tickets and just sit and watch the racing. I think that'd probably be one of the ideal ways to do it. Yeah, it's definitely starting to get hot again now. There sure are some big RVs here as well. Just when you think you've seen the biggest, someone turns up with a double-decker elevating roof beast. Look at the size of that. It's huge.
Put all your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me? We head into town, see what it's about. Barely need a shirt though the sun has almost set.
Wow, these are all hire RVs, and there's about 4 or 5 rows just full of them. They are absolutely enormous.
There's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.
I can't get over the amount of these RVs there are, and they've all got really nice cars outside. Yeah, that's not a bad way to spend the Revival, is it? I just can't stop walking around the campsite looking at all the different things. It's just incredible. Now on the campsite there are obviously toilets, there are also basic showers, there's washing, pot washing facilities, and there's even like a baby change area as well, so it's definitely geared up for everything. It's probably worth mentioning as well, it says on the website when you're booking your tickets that it's not compulsory to wear period clothing, but it's highly encouraged. And yeah, that's definitely the case. You will look out of place if you're in jeans and a t-shirt compared to everyone else. So, and it's really good. It's great that it is so vastly like that. Like the vast majority of people do wear the correct clothing. So if you do come, get dressed up and be part of the event. I might be about to disappear into a cloud of dust. Something's just raced past, kicking up loads of dust. But yeah, to summarise, I highly recommend coming. If you can, come for the full 3 days. If you can't, don't worry, come for the day. But just don't expect to see absolutely everything because it's just vast. We are now going to get packed up and head home. Please consider liking if you've enjoyed the video, and please subscribe as well because it really helps us out. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Cheers.
Some of you may want to know where I got my dress from, by the way. It's actually from a place called Rock and Romance Vintage. And it's a Tahiti design that I got in Vivian. Yeah, lovely dress.